Hey Taurus, welcome to your September reading. So I'm gonna start out by just giving you general advice very quickly. I have this deck. It's like very fitting for my channel. It has little moons on it. It's called Moonology. I really like it. Just good for general advice and just to kind of like set the scenes for what in general you'll be dealing with throughout September, all aspects of your life. A time to give rather than take. Keep that in mind. It may be a time to like give to those around you. Maybe you'll find yourself giving. Your commitment is being tested, as well as luck is on your side. So overall, very positive. It's definitely good energy to be giving to others. Not saying that you're a taker, but just to give to other people. I feel like that's a really good energy to be in throughout September, as well as luck is in your side with the new moon in Sagittarius, and your commitment is being tested. So you can find yourself being tested by someone, or your commitment, like I said, being tested throughout September. That's something to keep in mind, but I feel like ultimately luck will be on your side. It's a very positive sign for September, so very nice for us. Okay, so I'm going to start off this reading. Besides that, let's get into, for those of you that are thinking about someone from the past, I think I like to think of this as like, for those of you that are involved with someone or thinking about someone from the past, after this I'm going to go through each sign, Aries through Pisces, and then I'm going to go through just a general singles read and see if, even if you're like not mutually exclusive, for those of you that are dealing with someone from the past or thinking about someone from the past and also want to know if any new love is coming in, it can work for both. Or if those of you that don't care about anyone from your past, after this little general thing, I'm going to go into the single read, and then after that I'm going to go into career and like new finance opportunities. So I'm going to try to cover all my bases here with your September reading, try to tell you what I feel like is really going on with you, Taurus. So let's start out just like my usual readings. I feel like you emotionally could be finding yourself thinking about someone from your past here with the Eight of Cups. I feel like this is someone that you at one point were walking away from, and then you find yourself like, why am I thinking about this person again? That's what I'm kind of getting here. Yeah, a little bit of a gaining optimism again for this person, or feeling like you're good enough for this person is a very important theme here. I feel like maybe you're starting to look back on this person here, Taurus. You're like, oh, you know what, didn't work out in the past, but I'm thinking about this person. I feel like now we can really be involved with each other. There could have been some sort of religious factor involved here, or social factor. With this card, I always like to say just some form of approval. I don't really think it's, usually something like personalities clashing or something like that, but it's more like social things like religion, political things, social things, their friends not liking you, vice versa, your family not liking them, just stuff like that, to where it's like external, outside your relationship. That's what I like to think of this card as. So I feel like that was what could have been in the way now, but you're feeling like you can like clear the way for you guys to really be with each other, maybe making those changes that you want with this past individual. I feel like you're really in tune with what you really want from your higher self here with this connection. You could feel like you have a soulmate connection with this person. Maybe that's why you feel like you're thinking about them again. You can't really fully let them go here. I get a good energy, especially for those of you that are coupled. I feel like you will overcome this religious factor that you're experiencing here, Taurus, but I feel like you're in a pretty rational state of mind. Maybe looking back and be like, it does make sense for me to think about this person and to try with this person again. Just thinking pretty positively, walking towards someone, all positive altogether. Not saying that this person didn't cause you harm in the past, but I feel like September you're going to be choosing to look at the positive parts of this person, Taurus. Well, this person I feel like isn't willing to change, or maybe they weren't really willing to change in the past here with the Hangman in reverse. I feel like they still are going to be a little stubborn. But I see them rushing in. If you were to contact them, I feel like they would be very like quick to, yeah, let's work it out. Like just being very excited energy. They could have been talking about you to their friends here. And I feel like they really, really deeply want a new beginning with you here with the Death card. I feel like they would be very excited if you were to say something. I'll just say that much. That this card usually represents just being excited and talkative and all that. Could also find that maybe this person talks up a big game. Be aware of that, like Taurus. Maybe if you come back and be like, let's do all these things, and they have all these plans and they might not follow through, so let's just be clear on that. But I feel like in general, they want a new beginning with you. I feel like they feel like their life is boring and not exciting. This card's an excitement, so they just don't feel excited, and that's how they've been feeling. So if you were to come back, you would bring some excitement back into their life here with the 4 Cups in reverse. But like I said, this person still is pretty stubborn. If you were dealing with a Taurus if you were dealing with someone Taurus that like was very, there's a lot of air here and there's some cups. So you could be dealing with Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or you could be dealing with a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. But I really do see like this person will be very excited and talkative and want to talk to you and do stuff with you and just talking up a big game. But I feel like at the core of it throughout September, this person is still going to be the stubborn person that they are. But I do see them being very, very excited here. So just keep that in mind. It's not necessarily bad. That's just what I get from this person. Let's go into, so this is what this person wants to say to you throughout September. This is what they're feeling. They may not tell you, but this is the hidden truth here. You and I were too young. So many things remind me of you. So I feel like in a lot of ways this could be someone, maybe you're thinking about someone from your past here, Taurus. Could also mean that this person was too mature at the time to really give it like a lot of thought. I look for you everywhere. So many things remind me of you. I feel like when you start thinking about this person, especially for those of you that makes sense, I feel like they start thinking about you too here. You guys just have that kind of connection. I know I messed up everything. So, yeah, I feel like they do know that they messed a lot of things up here. I feel like it's due to their stubbornness, but I feel like you're really giving them another chance throughout September. For those of you that makes sense with, I feel like that's really what we're going to be looking at here. Let's look into this deck. Is this a true soulmate relationship? Yes. So definitely, like I said, you guys have this crazy connection to where you start thinking about them and then they start thinking about you too. But that doesn't mean that this person is right for you. I feel like this person is still going to be stubborn, just something whether you want to overlook it or not, Taurus. Is this breakup permanent? No. Yeah, I really do see this person coming back, Taurus. Feel like you guys will... Like, let's see. Yeah, twin flame as well. So, a lot going on with the two of you. I feel like you can really feel each other here. But I feel like this person will still be stubborn. And I'm not going to, like, lie to you. I feel like that's just something I should say here, especially if this person was really stubborn. They only kind of, like, were willing to do, I can't control what you do to me. This is the unsent messages. So this person is just, like, really feeling you all the time and really has a strong connection with you here. Like I said, why do I always have to reach out first? One of you guys is feeling that way here. Maybe they're tired of reaching out to you, or you're tired of reaching out to them. Maybe that's why there's some blockage here. When can we catch up again? I see this person just being really excited to know what's happening in your life. This like deck is flying all around. For those of you that had FaceTime dates, this deck is so specific. So this isn't going to really resonate with everyone. But if you guys went on FaceTime dates, this person is saying that they miss FaceTiming you, or like Skyping or talking online. Taurus. So let's get into the outcome here. And then I'm going to go through Aries through Pisces for like past people or people that you're currently dealing with. For those of you that are coupled or thinking about someone from the past. So in the outcome, I feel like you guys will actually, I feel like you guys will have a new beginning here with the World card. I feel like whatever you've been thinking about here, Taurus, I feel like you've been thinking about wanting to start again, and so have they. So I feel like it really will work out between the two of you. I'm getting a very positive energy throughout September for you. But this person could be testing you, kind of bringing you back to the advice at the beginning, like I said. Testing you in the way that they're like testing your commitment and testing how stubborn they can be without you like breaking, so to speak, or like cutting them out. just get like a testing energy here. But with the 5 of Wands in reverse, they're letting go of this past conflict that you guys have had, and I feel like they're really trying to move on from it and let go of the past here. With the Wheel of Fortune, definitely both of these things are just like new positive beginnings. So I feel like you guys will, if you're thinking about someone or if you're currently dealing with someone, you guys will let go of the conflict and just have really good luck with each other and find success with each other. That's really positive, Taurus. So that's awesome. So let's go through each sign specifically and try to tell you what I feel like each sign is going to be feeling throughout September, if I feel like they're going to reach out, that sort of thing. Wow, they do not want to shuffle. Just to start off, you're dealing with an Aries. This Aries is very, 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 pretty much as big of her as you can feel. With the 10 of Swords, they feel really betrayed by you, really, really deeply hurt by your absence, or if you guys got into a fight, they're really thinking about it and they're just in a period of extreme hurt. I don't know if that means that they're going to reach out. I'm really getting that they're too hurt to reach out right now. This Aries is just extremely hurt. If you're dealing with another Taurus, this Taurus is holding back from you emotionally, or you could be doing this Taurus to where you're kind of putting on an emotional front and you're not really showing yourself. I feel like this Taurus is not really showing their true emotions. I wonder why. Let's see why. So they want to have something long-term with you with the 2 of Wands here. But I feel like that's why they're putting on an emotional front. It's because they feel like you don't want it, or they're just too in their head and they don't really know how to plan, this Taurus. If you're dealing with a Gemini, so this Gemini here, I feel like at one point they could have walked away with the 8 of Cups, but it's in reverse, so I feel like they're actually walking towards you and emotionally kind of, okay, here's what I'm getting, is they walked away from you in the past, but now they're starting the process throughout September to where they're thinking about you more positively and letting go of a lot of this resentment, kind of emotionally coming towards you, kind of like the General. I think you had this card in your General, like, like the person that you're very similar to the General, just you guys are both kind of emotionally gearing up to possibly talk to each other again, like healing, walking towards each other, but not really showing it here. If you're dealing with a Cancer, this Cancer can't do things in moderation. I feel like they're very hot and cold with you, and they're going to continue to be like that throughout September. They can't really do things in moderation. I feel like they also feel like you could be not doing things in moderation, too impulsive, that sort of thing, but they can't really find balance with you throughout September. I feel like I get the feeling that this has been a problem in the past. So, yeah. If you're dealing with a Leo, so this Leo feels like, I guess that this could go 2 ways. This Leo could have felt really betrayed by you, Taurus. Feel like you blindsided them, but now they're over it and they're letting go of a lot of that resentment. Could also be that there was no like betrayal, but at the same time they just feel a little resentment towards you. But I feel like it's not that serious, like they'll let it go here. Could also mean that they're like hiding themselves from you and the truth hasn't come out, but it will. Any of those things, whatever your particular situation is, I just feel like I should say all of that for that situation. Really positive card. If you're dealing with a Virgo, so this Virgo got the 8 of Swords, you could be, this card represents swift action, so you could very well be finding yourself getting back into things with a Virgo throughout September, Taurus, or just hearing from this Virgo. Definitely something to keep in mind here. If you're dealing with a Libra, so this Libra you could have a breakthrough with the Ace of Swords. Breakthrough in communication to where this Libra is going to be very honest with you and you'll be very honest with this Libra. I feel like you guys will finally see eye to eye. It's a very positive card. You could be hearing from this Libra as well here. This card could represent like getting a message or some sort of block being released and you guys really being able to see each other eye to eye. That's a really positive thing. Very good sign with the Libra. Okay, so if you're dealing with a Scorpio, this Scorpio here is trying to be very direct with you. So if this person was kind of being around the bush in the past, whatever the situation may be with the Queen of Swords here, I feel like they're going to be very direct with you. I feel like they're going to be very honest about what they want throughout September. That could mean commitment, that could mean casual, whatever it is. I feel like whatever they're telling you, just believe it throughout September and they're going to be really honest with you. about what they want here, and yeah, just very direct. That's what I'm getting from this Scorpio here. If you're dealing with a Sagittarius, this Sagittarius is very stubborn and resistant to change here with the Chariot in reverse, so keep that in mind. I feel like this Sagittarius doesn't want anything to change between the two of you, and you could be kind of in the same position as you were in the previous months throughout September, so keep that in mind with the Sagittarius. Not necessarily positive or negative, I just feel like things are going to really stay the same between you and the Sagittarius. If you're dealing with a Capricorn, this Capricorn is keeping a secret from you, or they could just have some really big, deep fears, and that's why they're not totally acting the way that they should be right now. I just feel like they have some deep fears that they're probably from their past or something that they're not really admitting to, which is causing them some problems here. If you're dealing with an Aquarius, this Aquarius wanted to marry you here, but I feel like things fell through. They're really disappointed. This card does represent marriage. They could also be kind of coming into some money recently, and it's making them be turned off emotionally. Keep that in mind. Wow, if you're dealing with Pisces, you got the Three of Swords in reverse. So this person was extremely upset about something and heartbroken about something that happened between the two of you, possibly a breakup or an ending. But I feel like they're letting go of that heartbreak. Could mean that they're moving on, or could mean that they're forgiving themselves or forgiving you and coming towards you, or at least healing. So just keep that in mind with the Pisces, especially if you had a falling out with the Pisces. Could really go either way. It's kind of hard to tell right now, but all I can say is that they're healing. So yeah, let's go into, for those of you, even if you watched this past one, for those of you that are single and looking for, will I get new love? Let's see. Okay, so I feel like you're in a lot of pain right now, Taurus. I feel like you're feeling still too burdened from the past for some of you to really jump into something new here. I feel like you're also being kind of stubborn. I feel like I got this for the general for you. You're just not really wanting anything to change. I feel like you're still kind of a little bit hurt and holding on to this past stuff that has bothered you. Maybe that's stopping you from getting new love throughout September. For some of you, you were planning to get married to someone and fell through. Happiness fell through. Could also mean that you're kind of obsessed with money right now, Taurus. I know that Taurus is an earth sign, and usually Tauruses, even Tauruses that I know are very focused on money. So I feel like that's just what you're too focused on money. You're hurt from the past to really be looking for something new right now. And you don't feel like you're good enough. So I feel like that's what's really stopping you from getting new love throughout September. That's just September though, like I said, but I feel like in terms of someone totally new, in terms of letting go of the past, for those of you that are looking forward, I feel like through September you're still going to be healing. Try to remind yourself that you are good enough and that you are deserving of love, and I feel like new opportunities will come after that, but there's definitely a blockage from something in the past, something that fell through. I feel like you were really hurt by someone you wanted to marry. I feel like that's very specific, or you were married to. You're still kind of holding on to a lot of that baggage, so that's just something to keep in mind here. Let's get into career, or like projects or new financial opportunities. And then I'll just get into advice, spiritual advice throughout September. I feel like it's really important to go through all the topics. You know, I know that love is very interesting, but it's also very interesting to like get your finances in lock, so to speak. So let's see what's happening with you throughout September. Funny enough, with the new love, you feel like you're not good enough, but throughout September, like I said, you're very focused on your career. With the Nine of Wands here, you're starting to gain some momentum. I got this card for Aries too, so maybe it's just a time period where everyone's like starting to feel like they can do what they want to accomplish, which is just awesome. That makes me very happy. But I feel like throughout September, you're going to be feeling like you can finally do what you want to do. There's something that you've been meaning to do, but don't really know how. I feel like throughout September, you're going to be focusing on that and just being like, I really can do it. But I feel like you may find yourself walking away from something in the past, some financial opportunity, really closing a chapter, so to speak, with something or a project that you're working on. Really walking away from something, but I feel like it's because you know you can do better. But I don't see anything totally drastic happening, like you totally changing jobs or something like that with the Tower card here in reverse. I feel like Okay, here's how I'm going to take it. You know what you deserve and you know what you don't throughout September. So you could be rejecting some financial opportunities, but I feel like things will relatively stay the same with like nothing crazy or nothing bad happening. You're not going to lose your job or something. I feel like things are going to pretty much stay the same. But you could be finding that you're on the like path towards something better here with the Death card and Judgment in reverse. I see you eventually walking away from something, but just to start because you know you deserve better. That's very specific. So for some of you, that's the case here. I feel like you're really taking care of yourself during this time in September. Like I said, you're very focused on your career. You're not as focused on love. Like that's what I said before. This is a time to really focus on your career and what you want. Feel like you will do some personal growth to where you can figure out what it is that you want. Whatever, for some of you Tauruses, if there's something in mind that you've been wanting to do, I think now is really the time. But I think the advice for you is to not make any decisions that are too drastic here with the Tarot card in reverse. Feel like you need to go through some personal change. Figure out what it is that you deserve, that you want, some sort of dream that you want to follow here. And I feel like eventually throughout September is going to be the time to where you're gaining up the courage to be like, I can do this, and tell yourself some positive things to where you can get to the point to where you can accomplish this thing that you want here. And you'll be definitely going through some changes here. And like I said, so funny that this is the last card that I pulled for finances, 7 of Pentacles. So you're definitely putting in the work. I'm not saying anything major is going to be happening where you come into tons of money or something like that. But what I am saying is that throughout September, if you allow yourself to, you're setting the foundation and putting in investments for things that will pay off long term. I feel like that's a really important thing to do. And really deciding what it is that you want out of life, and then starting to lay in the groundwork, which is really cool. Let's go over, I'm going to use this deck again. This deck's really good for just like advice in terms of career. I pulled some cards for you for the general, but let's see it specific to career. See if anything kind of relates to what I was talking about here. Time to take action, exactly. Towards the thing that you've been thinking about doing, go ahead and do it. I feel like that's really the time. Don't quit your job for it, but do the things that you've been wanting to do on the side. That thing that you've been thinking about will pay off long term. Got this card again, the time to give rather than take. Maybe this can even include just like doing some work for your community. I know that that's not like, I don't know, could probably already be doing that. I got this card for you in general again. I got it twice now. A time to give rather than to take. So this could mean like putting in some investments into your community, putting in some investments into your family, just stuff like that, to where you're really like thinking about others here to make yourself feel better. Feel like you're really laying in, just give into passion here. And that could mean charity, but also like, or helping out your community, but also if you wanted to do something on the side, go ahead and start it. Now's the time. Something that you're passionate about, believe in the impossible. If you felt like something was impossible, it could even mean learning a new skill, taking on a new hobby, something like that, starting a new project. Feel like now, believe in it. You may not totally see it pay off in September, but it will long term. This is definitely something that you should. If there's something that you're thinking about right now while I'm talking, that's definitely, just start it. Just start it. Like, start it and see where it goes, you know? Make a move. Yeah, I got that so many times. Time to take action, make a move. Do something that you're passionate about here. I feel like it really will pay off. This could be a time where you're very emotional. Keep that in mind throughout September. I feel like this is a time to where you're really doing the things that you want, but maybe you're frustrated because, like I said, this won't pay off immediately. This is more of a long-term thing here. So you may be experiencing like really high highs and really low lows and frustration, but meditate. I feel like that will really bring you clarity during this time on what it is, what moves you should be making, like exactly what moves you should be making here. And I feel like I already said this like 2 minutes ago, but give into the passion. Funny that I got this card after I said it. Give into the passion. I feel like that's a really, really important thing to be doing right now, is whatever it is, like I said, even if it's a skill, even if it's helping out your community, whatever it is that you've had in the back of your mind for previous months, do little things to make it work. It's actually the hardest thing, like everyone always says, but the hardest thing is to really take that first step, and then you could see your stuff pay off long term. Whether it be skills, hobbies, like investing, stuff like that. Whatever it is that you've had in mind that you felt like was impossible, just start it. I feel like you really will experience some good luck here. Definitely a time to start it. So hope that this message meant something to you. Please let me know if this type of reading was like good for you. If you liked me covering everything instead of just doing love, and especially past love, let me know if like the single read and new love and stuff like that, and career and investments and spiritual advice, let me know if that helps you by commenting, and also subscribing will let me know that this type of video works. If you really like this reading, you can reach out to me for a personal reading. My email is in the description box in this video, as well as if you feel like donating to my channel. If you really like this reading, definitely not expected, but that would always be awesome. Or tipping me for this reading, that is also in the description box of this video. Thank you so much for watching, Taurus. I feel like this is a really positive read. Good luck in September. Stay safe. And yeah, that thing that you've been thinking about, do it. That's my advice. Thank you so much.